In this video, I have explained the key properties of a multimedia system. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends, gain the knowledge and rule the world. Let us see the key properties of a multimedia systems. Initially, the multimedia system involves several fundamental notions. Notion in the sense it will be having a belief on something. So there will be certain things in a multimedia. Based upon that, it will be believing. That means it will be having a belief about something in a multimedia. And those beliefs, whatever is there, they must be computer controlled. Thus, a computer must be involved at least in the presentation of an information to the user. These are integrated, that is, they use a minimal number of different devices which are available in a system. As an example is the use of a single computer screen to display all types of visual information to the users. They must support media independency, and lastly they need to handle discrete as well as the continuous media. Let us see each of the key properties which are present in a multimedia system. Continuous and discrete media. Many people call a simple word processor that will be handling an embedded graphics as a multimedia application, because it will be using two media, that is, it will be having a text as well as it will be having a graphics, that is, and pictures. But according to our definition of a multimedia, we talk about a multimedia if and only if it is having both the discrete as well as the continuous media. This means that an application, that is a multimedia application, should process at least one discrete media and one continuous media. So according to our definition of an multimedia, the word processor with an embedded graphics is not a multimedia application, because it does not process a discrete media and a continuous media. It will be having only a discrete media. It will not be consisting of a continuous media. What is a discrete media and what is a continuous media? I have explained in the previous video of what is a multimedia and the various medias which are present in a multimedia. Please go through that particular video. Independent media. An important aspect is that the media used in a multimedia system should be independent. Although whatever the medias we are using is a computer controlled. For example, consider the video recorder will be consisting of an audio and moving image information. Therefore, it is a temporarily dependency between the audio part and the video part. A video recorder, even though it handles audio and moving image information, there is a temporarily dependence between the audio part and the video part. That means it is not a completely independent. In contrast, a system that combines a signal recorded on a DAT, that is a digital audio tape recorder, with some text stored in a computer to create a presentation to an user meets the independence criteria. It means the signal which has been recorded on DAT is an independent media, whereas a computer controlled video recorder which will be handling a audio and a video image information is not completely independent. It is a temporarily dependence between the audio and the video part, whereas a system that combines a signal recorded on digital audio tape is an independent media which will be having the record with a text which has been stored in a system for the purpose of creating a presentation is a completely independent media. As I told, the media which we use in a multimedia system should be an independent media. So the independency of a media will be creating a way to combine the media in an arbitrary form for a presentation. That means when it is an independent media, then it will be an easier for presenting the information to an user. For this purpose, the ideal tool which we can use is a computer. So therefore, the media should be a computer controlled system. That is why we need a capable system. That is, we need a system which is capable of processing media in a computer controlled way. The system can optionally be programmed by a system programmer or by an user within a certain limits. That means the independency of a media can be achieved by a system programmer or by an user within the limitations which a system makes us to do a media as an independent media. The system makes a media to be an independent. A multimedia, whatever is there, that media should be independent. That media should be independent. To achieve that independency, we need to have a computer controlled system. Using a system which is capable of processing a media in a computer controlled way, we can achieve the independency, and this independency of a media can be achieved by a system programmer or by an user by making an optional programming efforts within certain limits. Key property is integration. The computer controlled independent media streams can be integrated to form a global system so that together whatever is present in a media provide a certain function. To this end, synchronic relationships of time, space and content are created between them. That means in an integration process, we will be making a synchronous between time, space and content which are present in a media. That means all should be related in such a way that it has to appear as an one media. It has to appear as an one media. For example, a word processor which will be supporting a text, spreadsheets and graphics does not meet the integration criteria unless it allows the program supported references between the data. That means we can achieve a higher degree of integration if the application is capable of updating graphics and text elements automatically as soon as the contents of a related spreadsheet cells are changed. That means if you make a changes in a spreadsheet, automatically those should be reflected in the application, but this cannot be done in case of an word processor application. For that purpose, it is not a completely media. It is not a complete media. While the conventional systems can send a text message to another user, here a high integrated multimedia system provides this function and support for voice messages or a voice text combination. It means an integrated multimedia system will be providing an functionality for the purpose of sending a text message to another user or a voice messages or a voice text messages by using an integrated multimedia system, and this integrated multimedia system should be highly such that it has to provide the functionalities of supporting voice messages as well as an voice text combination messages. As I told, and media should be discrete, it should be a continuous, it should be independent, it should be a computer control system so that it can achieve the integration. So if all these things can be done, then it is a media of an multimedia. That means it is a media completely which we can say that it is a multimedia component or an element. The network multimedia system is also an important, as almost all the modern computers are connected with the communication networks. Today in the world, we can have a communication to any person within a fraction of second due to the communication networks. So now at present in the world, we can achieve a communication to any person within a fraction of second. That means we need to study a multimedia functions not only from the local computer but You need to also study the multimedia functions with respect to and distributed environments also. If we study the multimedia functions from a local computer's perspective, that means we are having a one step backward as compared to the others, because we are in a network multimedia systems. So we need to have a distributed environments. That distributed environments can be achieved because of having a computer network. So because of distributed environment, which will be offering most of the interesting multimedia applications, as they enable us not only to create, process, represent and store multimedia information, even it also allows for the purpose of exchanging beyond the limits of our computers. That is, within a fraction of a second we can exchange the media from one system to another system. That system might be present in any part of a world. This can be achieved because of an distributed environments with the help of an communication networks. Finally, whatever the media we are going to use, that media should be a continuous media, and it should require a changing set of data in terms of time. That is, it should be a data stream, and media should be continuous, discrete, independent, computer controlled, and it should be an integratable one. Along with this one, it should be having a distributed environment. With the use of distributed environment, we should be capable of exchanging information from one system to another system by using the communication network. It is, a media should be continuous, discrete, independent, computer control system, integrated. Along with that, it has to use the technology of a communication networks, so that a media is a network multimedia.